Pass the stream? What do you mean? Pass the stream? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. What do you mean you can't look past the screen? You can't move your thumb? You can't flip through the thingy? I have to like sit up on this so you can see. Yeah, you can't see the bikini top. It's too dark. Sensational. I'm gonna get coffee. Probably put more lotion on. Grease up. Where's that lotion spray? I had like a lotion spray. Let me be back, see if I can find it. I thought I had some more. I'm gonna get coffee too, see what happens. No, I don't have any of the other lotion that I want to use. I guess I have to buy some. No, this isn't really the lotion I want, but whatever. Sun Kiss. Like yeah, I got this bikini top on. I don't know if you can see it. I pulled this bikini top on last live stream. I was like, I wonder what bikini tops I have, because spring's almost here. It's time to bust out the skirts and the tank tops. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna reach like 70 degrees. Hello, Conrad. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of crooked, but whatever. No, it's the tripod. Well, the sun will be gone in like 20 minutes. And I have to go to the massage therapist today. So. No, I hurt my back. No, normally I wouldn't go. Yeah. The most sane streamer on YouTube who actually makes sense. West, how long have you been watching? So I think West has been here since the first couple hundred subscribers. Yeah, you get a different perspective because I don't post my live streams. Because then I would be banned off the internet permanently forever, and the FBI would be here. Oh, man. I love it when a plan comes together, that's for sure. Yeah, it's off the A team. I know, I'm pathetic. I'm 18 generation. My dad used to watch the A team all the time, reruns over and over again. He liked Jean-Claude Van Damme, the A team, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Steven Seagal. And that other guy, Chuck Norris. Yeah, those are his favorite people. We like Sylvester Stallone too. He's kind of a, yeah, he likes those types too. Champ 1986 says Chuck Norris. Steven Seagal, yes, I know he likes Steven Seagal. I just watched that other movie of his, Under Fire or something, or Fire or something. I don't know. There's Under Siege, Under Fire, Under something. Oh God, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. There's like 7 Steven Seagal movies I could pick from. One of them is good, and then the other ones are like, meh. But I'm watching all these Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm like, he made so many shitty movies just so he can get naked. A serious. Jean-Claude Van Damme's a nudist. And I'm like, dude, you get naked in every movie, dude. Oh, yeah. The soldier one, where it's like Universal Soldier. Yeah, that was a good one. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Universal Soldier, I think it was called. That's one of my favorites. He gets naked. He just takes off his clothes all the time. He's like, I'm hot. I gotta take off my clothes. That sucks, buddy. Yeah, and he's like, no tan lines, perfectly tan, sexy guy. I'm like, oh my God. No, I saw him naked the other night. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is he naked? Can't let children watch this movie. No, yeah, I've been watching these old movies. Yeah, they're all old movies. But that's what I grew up watching because my dad watched that karate, MMA stuff, boxing. He liked any movie with storyline of a fighter or something, you know, like he did karate for a long time. So, yeah, it's been interesting. I don't know how we got in that conversation. Hey, Seed, oh, Saeed. Saeed. Oh, is that my nipple? Oh, you can see my nipple through this. Yeah, you can. Right there. Oops. Yeah, you could see, like, this thing don't fit me. No, look at my boob. It don't fit me. I got a lot of boob hanging out. Oh, man. No, I gotta be there soon, so I only have, I don't have long. I'm gonna finish this coffee. And then I'm gonna get ready to go, because I'm gonna eat breakfast and go. Dear Mom, I really want to live with you. What the hell? Yeah, this nipple's like super hard right here. I don't know what's up with it, but I keep thinking it's the material, but it's not. That's my nipple. It refuses to stop protruding through this thing. This one, not so much. Look, you can see it. Yeah, you can see my nipple. The other one's not so visible though. What the heck? No, something's up with this thing. This is the first time I've worn. No, I've worn this before. I wore it at the beach one time. This is a bathing suit top. I think I have it on upside down. Maybe I have it on upside down. You know how that can get confused. I'm sure you understand how that could be confusing. Yeah, I think it's upside down. Oh no. We have a wardrobe malfunction. I know, I can't wait for the beach too, AI. Paris. Should I do red lipstick? Pink. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. But I also got a lot to say, just letting you know. I know you guys are like, oh, you're hot. Oh, I want to have sex, your tits. But really, people are more than dicks and tits and vaginas and buttholes and farts. There's more to life, and I think you know that. But although I am beautiful, I have a lot to say, and not a lot of people like my tone. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I cleaned out the garden yesterday and threw down water because it's like 70 degrees out here. I just sprayed it off. I just rinsed all the brick off because I have a garden. I have to get more brick. But yeah, I built this thing out of just whatever, gardening brick or whatever it is. Yeah. And I grew grass. The grass is green now. The grass is growing greener and greener every day. So the trees are telling me it's time to water a little bit, not a lot. But it's about to reach 70 degrees Saturday. It'll still get cold. Like, it's still going to get 30 degrees or whatever, but it's going to get 70 during the day. That's like tank top and shorts for some people. Ooh, it's going to be a hot summer out here. It's going to be like 100 degrees. We'll reach like 95, 100 for a couple weeks in July, August maybe. Yeah. It's going to get so hot here. This is the hottest winter they ever had. Even though it was cold we had 2 cold storms, it doesn't matter. It's still the warmest, driest winter we ever had. And, I don't know, I'm just ranting, but yeah, it's time for me to clean out my garden. So I did clean all the leaves out so the sun could get to it, the water can get to it, because the leaves are like covering up my garden. The flowers are still somewhat alive. Well, the stems are there, so they should rebloom, I hope. Yeah. I hung up the bird feeders, so the bird feeders will also help soil the garden properly. Yeah, you want to throw bird seed down. It depends on the size of your garden. This is a small flower bed. And it was nothing. I built the turf, everything. Yes, I built the whole turf. And I'm building turf on the other side too. And that's all dead. Everything I planted last year is almost dead. Pisses me off. No, I might have to get a tiller. Yeah, I'm gonna need a tiller. This grass gonna come back naturally every year. Yeah, it is. It's the turf so good. But it's only a small section. So I went from having no grass to building grass around the brick. Yeah, I had to build it from nothing. No, I'll show you some of the flowers. They'll bloom like crazy. You'll be like, what the hell is that? I should get like 5 or 6 different flowers. Large, too. So my rose bush never died. Yeah, it never died. No, it died. It went dormant. But there's still green on it right now. My grass is still green. It stayed green all winter. It still dropped down into the freezings, but it still stayed green. My pine's still green. I just got that too. Hi 777. It's not. I'm not in Arizona. I'm almost close to Colorado. I'm closer to Colorado than I am Arizona. Yeah, I could see Colorado from here. Hi, I see you. I see you. You're waving at me like 100 times, dude. Am I AI? What's going on out here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I had it muted. Yeah, so what I was saying is that the garden has the solar lights. I put solar lights around it to light up the flowers at night. Yeah, it's really neat. No, I'll probably take a video or something and post it on my channel when it blooms. Hey, Danny's back. Danny's excited to see me, I guess you could say. Yeah, I was flipping through some other people's live streams and I'm like, why are these guys complaining? Because I'm looking through everybody else's live streams and those people are way more fucked up than I am. I'm like, oh man. Oh, it's always nice to see me. Okay, let's see if you retract that message. Yeah, it's freezing here, but we're about to reach 70 on Saturday, but that's just for like an hour. You know, it'll be 70 for only an hour, but still, um, it's starting to warm up over here, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. I wonder what else. Hold on, let me go to the live streams. Let's see. Oh my gosh. No, I'm flipping through my other phone because, hold on, I want to see something. Oh no. Nah, I'm just watching all these other live streams. Yeah, because I'm like, people are complaining about a bunch of shit. I'm like, well, my situation's way better than most people's situations. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, I know. This top is upside down. Yeah, I put it on upside down this morning. Yeah, it is. Something's up with it. You're right. I agree. Yeah, something's up with this top. It's a bikini top, but I put it on upside down because it's like, see how it's curved? I think that's supposed to be on the top, not the bottom. The bottom's supposed to be straight. The top's supposed to be curved. No, I got it on wrong. Yeah, I do. Yeah. But next time I know. But whatever, I'm just kind of wearing it right now. Yes, we have a wardrobe malfunction this morning. But I haven't, like, popped a titty out by accident yet. No, I haven't accidentally done anything like that yet. I haven't done anything super stupid on the live stream yet. I did not get a lot of snow, John. No, we only got like 3 or 4 things of snow and it didn't even last like a week. Nothing lasted. Yeah. No, so I bought this cover for my truck. Listen to the story. I have a external tank in the back, and then I have the fifth wheel hitch, and I have electrical hookups, and there's stuff in the bed that I don't want to be packed with snow and ice. You know how it snows and it freezes ice and it melts and turns into like solid pieces of ice? So it was ruining the bed of the truck. So I buy this $500 bed cover to keep the ice snow out from, doing that. And then it never snowed again like that. Ever. So I was the first season of winter I had here at this location. I was like snowed in, shoveling snow, moving snow, ice freeze, ice freeze. It was crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, I must prepare for next winter. So I prepared and no winter came. There's never been a winter here. The first winter I was here was the worst. Now all the winters are fading away. Each winter, it's less and less rain, less and less snow, and more green. Like the neighbor's grass is like fucking green as fuck right now, but it's freezing outside. No, the grass is already coming up everywhere. The green's starting to show all over already because the sun, once it hits 70 degrees, 65, 70, it'll sprout like crazy out here. I'll take a video, everything will be green. The hills, everything. People are like, oh, it's dead out there. Yeah, because it's winter. Everything dies in the winter. But in the spring, this thing blooms so much. Everything blooms. Everything. You'll get all kinds of... It looks like California used to look. I don't know if you guys ever looked at... No, you had to live in California in the 80s or something, where everything was always blooming, flowers on the side of the road. Now it's not like that. They don't have the water. But this place is so close to Colorado. And there's a river that runs through here. So, no, the ground's like very fertile out here. It's easy to grow stuff. Real easy. Yeah. It gets sunny, then it shades, then it's sunny, then it rains, then it's sunny. The clouds constantly peek through rain cloud. Slight rain clouds. We should get the rain clouds still. Weird random thunderstorms that'll come barreling off the top of Colorado. It's all coming from these Colorado mountains. And then it swings down right here. It's also, I guess you consider Flagstaff weather a little bit. Not really. Flagstaff is further away. But Flagstaff will get cold too from this mountain range in Colorado that pushes cold air. The clouds will form over the mountain range and then push it down into Arizona and New Mexico. Yeah, but no, it's going to be nice out here. It'll be super nice. I don't even stay inside. Like right now I'm inside a lot and I'm recording. I won't be inside. That's what I'm saying. If I don't have service outside, you guys are fucked this spring because that's all I do is spend time outside. How am I going to record if I don't have service? This is the only place I have service is right at my desk. Yeah, it's not going to work out. We have to keep the live stream going. Climate change, Nick says. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, it's going to get drier in the dry areas and wetter in the wet areas. So the East Coast is going to get slammed with a bunch of rain, fog, tornadoes, flooding, whatever. Pick a disaster. And then the west will dry up with no water. They'll have droughts and all kinds of like water wars. The price of water will go up and all this other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the Southwest is going to end up with no water. Because Lake Mead and all that, all those lakes, Lake Havasu, Lake Mead, they're all empty. Yeah, they are. They're so low. The animals are all going to have to move. They're going to have to migrate somewhere else. Everyone's going to have to move away from that desert. The California, Arizona, and Nevada. There's no water up in Nevada either. Most of Nevada is no water. Yeah, you can go dig a well, but that's expensive for everybody to dig a well. It is, and it hurts the land. If everyone dug a well everywhere they were at, it would hurt your infrastructure. No, there's a way of getting water. It's just going to cost more. That's what I'm saying. It's going to cost more to get you water in the Southwest. It is. I don't know how, because of processing. Shipping and processing. Shipping and handling. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay shipping and handling on your water now. California is like destroying Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona. California's sucking them dry. California needs to go away. Yes, it needs to like move off the map. Like that one movie, Escape from LA. Yeah, pick a Hollywood movie where California gets wiped out. There's like 100 of them. Yeah, there's a water issue here. There's definitely a water issue here. In the United States, that's the Southwest. And then the East, they're just going to get more of what they already got. They're going to have a lot of diseases, like Florida has those flesh-eating diseases from the flooding. Yeah, there's like a weird flesh-eating disease from flooding. Yes. And it's in the East Coast. It's not going to be in the West because it's dry out here. People don't have allergies out here like they do out there. Like weird stuff like that. Like out west is it's better for you. It's healthier for you if you got the water. But yeah, they're not going to have the water. No. You've never heard of a flesh-eating disease in Florida? Yeah, there's a bunch of cases. Yeah, there's a lot of cases right now. More than ever. Now more than ever. Florida flesh-eating disease. Hold on, let me see what it says. What the heck? Yep, there it is. 7 months ago, 4 people dead from flesh-eating bacteria in Florida. 7 dead. Deadly flesh-eating bacteria in Florida. How do you protect yourself from flesh-eating bacteria? Flesh-eating bacteria cases in Florida rise. 5 dead reported 6 months ago. Flesh-eating bacteria kills 4 in Florida, including one in South Florida. Another flesh-eating disease in Florida. Flesh-eating disease, Florida. Florida. Tampa. Flesh-eating disease. You got flesh-eating disease in Florida, buddies. Internet peeps. You didn't know? Oh, you know now. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know? Well, you know now. I just informed your ass of a flesh-eating disease. That's been around for 6 months. Okay. So let me tell you about COVID. So one, there was COVID. Two, it was monkeypox. So COVID attacked fats. Monkeypox attacked the gays. The third one is measles. Measles took life. Mostly children. Yeah, because I've already been vaccinated. All the adults have already been vaccinated, so it's attacking children. We were forced vaccinations in schools back then. Now they're not. Now they have to have permission. You see what I'm saying? They would just give everybody a vaccine. Yeah, everyone had the measles vaccine. Now they don't. It's from lack of vaccines. But it's in children. So the measles is back, killing 10 or 20 people. Monkeypox for the gays. COVID was for the fats. See, they thought they escaped. They got the measles from being arrogant. Arrogant. Yes. You need, like, the measles vaccine is the only vaccine that really works. And everyone hates vaccines, but the measles vaccine is the only one that's any good. So it's okay to take the measles vaccine, or, you know what I'm saying? But you're not. So, because you hate vaccines. Well, I hate vaccines too, but the measles is the one you want to take. So now you have the flesh-eating disease, flesh-eating Florida. It's in Florida. Only. Really. It's in the other states in the South too, but whatever. It's in Florida mostly. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 1, you have COVID. Then you had monkeypox. Then you get the measles. Then you get the flesh-eating disease. There will be 5 more, making a total of 9 plagues within the next, it's a span of 21 years. So all these plagues are in the span of exactly 21 years. Your first 7 sets of years, the first 7 is over. So the first 7 years have been completed. We have 6 or 7 more sets. They're broken up in 7 sets. Yes. 7 and then 7. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, so the COVID, the monkeypox, the measles, the flesh-eating disease is the first 7 years. Then the second set of 7 years, you'll have other diseases, but I don't know what they are. Okay? And then the third set of 7s, you'll have a couple more diseases, but I don't know what they are either. There's a total of 9 plagues about to plague the United States. And we've only had 4 come out so far. But we have a whole 21 years. But 7 years of the 28 years, technically, of the 21 years have been completed. The government knows about this schedule. The government knows that you're all going to die. The polar shift in the magnetic north is going to kill you. And NASA knows it. They're building airships, blimps, air balloons, zeppelins, modern day zeppelins to try to get you above what's about to happen. They're going to try to save as many people as they can to work for them. Then you're going to need the people to work for them. Yeah. They don't want to save your life because you're important. They want to save your life so you can cook and clean their shit. Yeah. Kind of like how we treat immigrants, do all our shitty work. That's how they're going to treat people. That's why they want to save some of them. It's not because you're important. Trust me. You're like cattle to these people. So, that's what I'm saying. I just gave you, 21 years of predictions that will come true. So I've known this a long time. Yeah, the government's known. That's where I got the information. I stole it from them. Yep. Me and a bunch of other Marines. We know exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. We knew about Venezuela. We knew about Mexico. Everything before it happened. Some Marine told me about Venezuela 10 years ago. Everything that's happening now, a government person told me. Military people. I don't know. They just worked in government. They know shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know all this shit. There's going to be more diseases. There's going to be 9. There's going to be exactly 9 in the span of 21 years. It's exactly 21 years. Yeah, the government knows all this shit. They're coming out with all this Epstein, Diddy stuff. They've known about Epstein and Diddy for 20 years. They've known since the beginning. They've always known. The rich people are on a list. All the rich people are on a list. And they all get investigated by the FBI. And they knew about Epstein a long time ago. If you guys knew how the FBI handles things, you would probably, like, sue the FBI. Yeah, you'd be pissed. They don't handle things the best way, I don't think. They let people commit crimes, I believe. Sushi dates? I have wine. I have 1 bottle of wine in the fridge. I can go to the store and grab some sushi. No, I don't know. No, I'm not doing sushi. I have ribs in the fridge I'm supposed to cook. Yeah, I've known all this shit for a long time. Pork ribs, oh Lord. I don't know what kind of ribs they are. I guess I can go look. I guess they are. They're already cooked ribs. I think. I'd have to read the package. Yeah, I know shit. I just know shit because the government. I worked in government for so long. That's all. Yeah, I just know shit. I know people that worked in government. That's it. That's all it takes. It's not a big secret what's happening. There's lots of documentaries on the internet you can watch. But yeah, you're all headed for a polar shift. I think the year is 2031. No, there's another set of 7s. So the first 14 years is the tribulation. And then the last set of 7s is the rebuild. Because I added another 7 years. Yeah, that's why it's 2031 is could be a polar shift. That's why you have the weird weather and all this heating and cooling. It'll go back to equilibrium once it shifts. Yeah, the poles shifted like 100,000 times on this planet. The poles always shift on this planet. It happens all the time. NASA said so. So yeah, I counted the rebuild process as another 7 years. Because you could have other diseases develop through bad water and trying to rebuild after you collapse in those 7 years. Yep, the government knows you're all dead. That's why I don't do anything. Yeah, that's why I just sit here. I'm done working for the government. I retired. A lot of people did. When we found out the truth, we left. A lot of people did. Me, some other security people, some other random people were like, yeah, these people are fucked. Leave now. Yeah, if you knew what was happening, you would be sitting here like me, like this. If the FBI knew what was good for them, they'd quit their job and just be like me, just sitting, exposing shit on the internet. Yes, if the FBI was smart, leave your job and start disclosing information on the internet. Write a book. Yes. I want the FBI to leave their job and do nothing so they could tell people what's happening. When women expose men, the men start becoming violent. Yeah. So when women expose men for being pedophiles or faggots, they beat them up and kill them. Anytime a woman exposes a man, he attacks her. Yeah, he likes men. They like men. I know, they like men. The men like men. They don't like women. I know that. I've known that for a long time. Women are just now catching on to this shit. Yeah, like the other live streams I told you. Huggies Corporation, Johnson and Johnson, NASA, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Diddy, Tom Hanks, Epstein, all these people are pedophile rapists that do weird satanic shit with children. So Diddy and Epstein's just scratching the surface of what the FBI has. The FBI has information on NASA employees raping and trafficking children, Disney employees raping and trafficking children. Johnson and Johnson employees are raping and trafficking children. Huggies Corporation employees are raping and trafficking children. Hollywood employees are raping and trafficking children. Do you understand this? I hope so, because it's going to be on CNN next week. If they caught a pedophile, it would collapse your economy. If they catch the pedophiles, your economy would collapse completely. Your banking structure would fail. You'd have to go to war with Iran in order to save the economy and boost the economy through war production. That's the only way you're going to make it. Your economy would collapse if you caught a pedophile. When the pedos go to jail, your economy collapses. Let's put it that way. Because your economy is built on raping and trafficking children and organ harvesting children. So you have 100,000, the FBI's got 100,000 missing children each year. So what's the FBI doing? Nothing. They should just sit on the internet like me and just start talking. They'd be better off that way. You understand what I'm saying? They knew about Epstein before, way before. If I know all this shit about what's about to happen, then somebody else knows too. I'm not the only one that knows the information. No, there's no way. Everybody else has the same information I have, and it's consistent. They're like, yes, there's several diseases now all of a sudden. Yeah, but it's part of a tribulation. It's part of a 14-year plan or a 21-year plan. Well, I broke all the plans up into 7 years. Yeah, first phase is over. Phase 1 is over. We're in phase 2, which is the worst. Yeah, this is going to be the worst set of 7 years you've ever seen. It's the fire horse. So it's the fire horse. What was last year? The snake. So you had the snake, then the fire horse. I have to count the other Chinese. I got to figure out what the other Chinese. I have to look at the Chinese calendar. Shit. Let me see that real quick. Chinese calendar. Yeah, I use different calendars. There's a Jewish calendar I use to predict things. Notre Dame did the same thing. He used alchemy. Okay, we're in the year of the horse. There it is. So there's a snake, the ram. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Yeah. The ram's next. Yep. So the first set of sevens was... Okay. Yeah, so after the fire horse, we'll get the ram. See, and then that's weird. So beware of the year of the dog, which is 27, 28, 29. Yes, 30, 31. I told you fucking people. Oh my God, I already just said that, dude. I wrote it right here. I said 2030, but the year of the dog is 2030, not 2031. So I was 1 year off of the prediction. It's a rapture. They're going to harvest the shit out of you people. You're going to die. A bunch of people are going to die 2030. Yeah, after Trump. Pretty much. Yeah. I was told by a priest that dogs will be significant in the rapture. And that's it. That's the year of the dog. It lands perfectly right where I predicted it just now, 2030. I just wrote it down. I said your polar shift will happen in 2030. And then I looked at the Chinese calendar and I looked at the year of the dog and then I did the math and it lands on 2030. Close enough. Told ya. Yeah. So the year will be 2030 when you really figure things out for yourself. Yeah, after Trump. I keep telling people, after Trump. Everything happens after Trump. You'll probably get another disease. You'll probably get like, whatever, the super flu or something. Yeah, you'll die. A lot of people will die. Yeah, it's a rapture, harvest, judgment, 2030, polar shift. That's going to be like the middle of you have a rebuild process after you all die and go away. The government knows about it. There's a rebuild process, which is also a tribulation. After people die, rebuilding's going to be a motherfucker. Yeah. After a bunch of, over 50% of the world population will be gone. Yeah, we're going to start feeling differently about it. We're going to, it'll be weird. Because we have to write in the history books that everybody died and blah, 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 and this happened. Yeah, we're going to have to write transgenderism in the history books. We'll have to write it like, well, people became transgender. And they were all gay, butt fucking each other. And they're all transgender. Yeah, we're going to write it in our history books and teach the children that transgenderism and being gay collapse society. And the lack of birth rate. Hold on a second. Oh, shit, I wonder if that's one of the plagues. Fuck. No. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if the decline in birth rate is a plague. Oh, I'm curious. It's from the gays. Really, it's coming from the gay men, the narcissistic men, narcs. Even the women are narcs now. They're all narcissists. So anyways, the decline in birth rate could also be a plague, considered a plague. Yes, it can, because you're stopped having children, says the CDC. I didn't say that. The CDC did. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Knowing all this shit and watching you sit there and be like, you're stupid, and knowing that you'll be dead soon, in the next 4 or 5 years, I just look at you as pathetic losers. Yes, that's all we can do. Because you're like, oh, yeah, you think it's cute and funny, but you'll be drowning and being like, oh my God, you'll remember me on the internet telling you what's going on, and you'll be like, oh my God, she was right. Men want to fight women over anything. The way they brush their teeth, the way they sit, the way they look, the way they just want to attack women for every little fucking thing. Yeah, it's going to break down society eventually. You have a lack of birth rate. Nobody wants to have your retarded kids. I know a lot of men who are never been married, no kids. Never been married, no kids. Never been married, no kids. There's a bunch of them. Women, too. They're like, never married, no kids. Never married, no kids. Never married, no kids. There's thousands of them everywhere. And they're old. Never married, no kids. Because there's a breakdown of society. Yeah. It's funny. Well, it's funny because I get to write it all down like I'm Nostradamus or something. But other people know it. There's documentaries on YouTube you could watch with all this shit. Yeah. There is now. Before, back in the day, it was hard to find this information, but now it's everywhere. Everybody knows about the polar shift, and the government's preparing. That's why they're going to war. That's why we're doing all this shit. If the FBI knew what was going on, they would quit their jobs. If you knew the future, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. That's how I know you don't know. Yeah, like I'll be like, I guess it's an attitude because I know that some people don't know because then they wouldn't be doing what they're doing if they knew what I knew, you know? If you knew what I knew, you would have your kids out of school. If you knew what I knew, you'd be doing this. If you knew what I knew, you'd be doing that. Yeah. You'd be living amongst the Amish right now. So, wow. I'm not reading your chat because I don't care. There's too many crazies. Society screwed up, says 336. Yes, there is something wrong, obviously. Even the men are like, it's too obvious. I could sit here and 100,000 men will just attack me and I don't have to speak. They're like, oh my God, she has tits. Oh my God, kill her for tits. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Yeah, they want to fucking kill you. No, they want to kill women. The men want to kill the women. They're hurt from the ego crush. Their ego's hurt. Or something, yeah. Women rather be alone. I know a bunch of women that are like, I'll never live with a man. They're constantly nagging. Yeah, if I sit here and drink coffee, a man will cry about me sitting here drinking coffee. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna die now because you're sitting up drinking coffee. Yeah, they want to fucking kill themselves because you're sitting here drinking coffee. They mentally break down over everything I do. Yeah, because there's an underlying ego issue. I can't do anything without a man crying, saying something. I don't know, lying, spreading a lie or some shit. I don't know. They spread lies, and that's a tactic for them to be with you or get your attention. So they spread a lie to get your attention. But they just come off as a turn-off piece of shit loser. Yeah, it's weird, dude. They slander you and be like, oh, they think it's like a way to get your attention. They're like little kids. They're emotionally immature. Women are supposed to be emotional. They are. But the men are the emotionally immature. So women are over emotional, but men are emotionally immature. It's weird. Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Men don't like women. And if you do like a woman, you're a simp. Yes, if you say, "Oh my God, I love your eyes," they're like, "You're a simp." "Oh my God, look at I love you." "Oh, you're a simp." So if you even express any interest in a female, you're a simp. I never knew that's like a new thing that they're doing. That's what the gays created to make them get to gang up on the males, the straight males. In a way to gang up on the straight males, the gays have created the word simp. True story. The gay Darrens and the HOA Karens. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Did somebody. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. They attack straight men. Terrans and Karens is hilarious. No, they do. The gay men are attacking straight women, straight men and women. They attack them. Yeah, they're attacking. You're getting attacked by gays. They're attacking your kids. They're transgenderism gay. It's an attack on you. It's an attack on your children. Yeah, the word simp, that's just another attack on women. To hate a female. Hate that bitch. Hate her. Don't like her. I don't like her. They cry and try to get other women to hate women. They try to get men to hate women. Yeah, they're just trying to get you to hate women. Hate them. Hate them. Hate women if that's what you want to do. Do it. Yeah. Fucking weird. Yeah, I want you to face me. He won't. Yeah, they'll never face me. They'll just cry in a corner. It's almost a turnoff. Everything's a turnoff nowadays. Like, that's why you have the decline in birth rate. $50 likes. Terrence. Terrence. I dropped something. Oh, I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. I am healthier than I've ever been. Yes. Oh, I have to get ready for my appointment. Yeah. Well, it's not for a while, but still, I have to get ready for my appointment. Because I have to eat breakfast before I go. You guys are all trying to figure me out. Stupid. Yeah, you're spending all this time trying to figure out if I'm taking a shit or not. They're like, she took a shit. She's farting. She's over here. She's over there. Like, they're fucking retarded. Look at where you spend your time at. You spend your time on somebody else's live stream trying to figure out if they've shit or not, or if they're eating, or they're sleeping, or they're like fucking retarded. Yeah, humanity's done with. This is fucking retard land. You're more focused on me than the missing children. No, you're fucking retarded. You hate yourself. She hates herself. Why? Why do I hate myself? Tell me why should I hate myself? Because I don't fucking like you? Because I think you're fucking pathetic? You have to convince me I hate myself. Yeah. They have to convince you you're unhappy. I'm like, what is the issue? Why should I hate myself? Tell me why I hate myself. You hate yourself. Like, it's because you're projecting. Dude, why? They're projecting. Yes, because that guy hates himself. Do you understand? Yeah, I'm far, far from hating myself. I have a really good life, and I always have. My dad knows that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't match. You're not a match, buddy. You're projecting. You hate yourself. When? When did I hate myself? Because you hate yourself. Not me. It's you. You're projecting. I've never hated myself. You are a projection. You're just talking to yourself because you hate yourself. Yes, that's why you're on my live stream. I have nothing to hate about life. I can go anywhere I want, do whatever I want, whenever I want. There is no such thing as money limitations. I have no money limitations. I have no responsibility limitations. I'm free to go wherever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, however the fuck I want to do it. And you're telling me I hate my life. It's the exact opposite. You have to convince me I'm unhappy when I am happy. That is, it's a projection. How? This is the happiest I've ever been in my life, and you're telling me I hate myself. This is the most money I've ever had in my life, and you're telling me I should hate myself. What the fuck are you people talking about? Why are you on my live stream? No, I want to know why you're on my live stream. Potts is on. Who's Newsom? That's the California governor guy. Potts, calm down. I don't know why you're doing that. Newsom is Newsom for what? That's the California governor guy? Who's Newsom? No, dude. No. No pots. Newsom's not president. I don't think so. No. Yeah, I'm living in somebody's basement. Yes, I hate my life. You have to convince me where I'm at and convince me I hate where I'm at. Convince me I live in a cave and I hate my cave. Stupid. These are groups of men that are on some chick's live stream. You're on a woman's live stream trying to get her to hate herself. Dude, it's not gonna work. Die, die, kill yourself, kill yourself. Why? I'm rich and beautiful. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, people. This is fucking nuts. Pots, look what they do. The Pots, this is hilarious. This shit's hilarious. Like, this is what men do. Men get on the internet and try to get some female to hate her life. The only way a man could... Yeah, they can't... The problem is that the men can't be valuable unless they tear your life down. It's the only way. They have to devalue the female, and then that's their tactic as manhood. It's a manhood tactic. Yeah, they're like, you're bad, you're this, you're that, you're that. Yeah, they have to constantly say shit to lower the female's value or something. But if you saw me, you would cry. You'd be like, oh my god, she has more money than me. Men use money as value, but women don't. No, women don't operate like that usually. So because I have more money than the men, yeah, it's gonna crush their ego like a bitch. They're gonna be my bitch. Yes, they are. They'll always be behind their keyboard, never in my front yard. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fucking weird. No, it's different perspective because men actually do not like women, and they're showing it. They have to convince me of my life. You have to convince me I have a kid. You have to convince me I'm married. Yeah, I have a guy trying to convince me that I have a husband. I got another guy trying to convince me to fart. Another guy's trying to convince me I have kids. Another guy convinced me that this or that, this, that. I'm like, what the fuck are you people? They're trying to convince you of a narrative of your life by looking at you and watching your live stream. And that's where they are spending their time at, though. You have to understand, that's where they want to spend time. They want to spend time telling you your life. And you should hate it. Whether you should hate it or like it. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. No, this is awesome. I love it. No, I love it. It's really funny. Yes, it is, because why would anybody do that? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, they're even trying to tell me how to talk. Oh, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't wear this. You shouldn't do that. Why? I've been doing this 100 years. And all of a sudden, some guy on the internet says I shouldn't. Stupid. It's fucking retarded. Good luck with that, buddies. Good luck. Yes, none of this stuff matters. That's what I'm saying. They're complaining about shit that doesn't matter. That's what I just said. That's what I was just trying to say. They're on my live stream going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, because you don't have a life, obviously. You don't get that? They don't get that they're the ones on my live stream crying over my cunt and my pussy. Yeah, Mexico's gonna collapse because of tourism. Oh no, that place will never be the same again. No. Fucking retarded. So yeah, I have like 40 people on here. It says 40. And you're listening to me talk. There's no visual, it's just audio. See what I'm saying? It's just audio. So why are you here? You know what I mean? Why are you still here? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. 30 is too many. 20 would be too many, Paul. 5 is too many. 1. I only need 1. Get it? No, you don't get it. Okay. Nope, I only need 1. The thing is that these people are almost powerless, I would say. And this is how you feel power. Or energy. You're powerless. You feel power. They feel powerless. Weak. Ego death. Small. They feel small. So I'm wondering if most of this audience is in the United States. I'm assuming they are, but I could be wrong. Well, they're English speaking. Most of the audience is English speaking. That doesn't necessarily mean the United States, but West Virginia, Florida. Yeah, you're all in the United States. I'm assuming the majority of people watching are USA people. Why do I got a bunch of Florida people on here? Are you guys like, oh, they use Google Translate? I'm in Canada? No. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to figure out. No, I'm just, I'll target certain locations, really. I'll use headlines against the news stations to speak. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But I use headlines to target certain areas when I make videos. I have other channels. accounts on YouTube. Yeah. I have 2 phones and several accounts on each phone. Right, so I get a different perspective. I get all kinds of perspectives because I don't go live, but for some reason the live streams are attracting a lot more people than a video. So I'll post a video of the same stupid shit, nobody gives a fuck. But if I go live, they give a fuck just because you're live. And I'm trying to tell the FBI this. It's not what we're saying, it's because you're live. It's not what you're doing, it's because you're live. It's not... The target is the target because they're live. That's why they are a target. I hope that makes sense. I'm accidentally messed with the comments, sorry. Yeah. What the heck? Let's see. I accidentally deleted your message, sorry, buddy. Yeah, MPT Vloggers is live. I feel like this is How to Catch a Predator, you know? Yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking predators on here. It's How to Catch a Predator. All you gotta do is go live. And there's a bunch of fucking weirdos. It's How to Catch a Predator. Why are you guys so interested in me anyways? Why am I so important? I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. I want to know, why am I so important? Important to strangers. Stupid. Oh my god, dude. They're trying to tell me my life story. They keep trying to tell me my life story. They project. It's weird. Yeah, they think that they get on the live stream saying, you have an issue, you have an issue. No, I don't have an issue. You do, because you're on my live stream. I was in the military, dude. These people are hilarious. I'm on a whole fucking mission out here. There's a bunch of us. Oh, Trump's doing his tariff dividends. He's giving everybody money. It says right here on the news that I'm reading.
DJ, we're leaving.
Is my old spice in there? I think I'm gonna stay.
What President Trump announced just the other day.
It says
Trump says he'll raise tariffs to 15% after the Supreme Court ruling. Keep in mind, on Friday, President Trump said he is going to impose a 10% tariff across the board, above and beyond everything else. This was going into effect because of a rule called Section 122. Well, I talked about this on Friday. Section 122 allows the president to impose this tariff, this duty, of up to 15% for 150 days. President Trump came out on Friday and said he's going to invoke a 10% tariff, but on Saturday says 15%. Yeah, we expected that, and now the entire world is waiting to see what actually happens. But I do have some more news on possible refunds, because what we are hearing is that many lawmakers are planning to promote, or pretty much propose a bill that is going to give that money back. So I'll explain who's going to get it and when this money could come. So make sure you stick around for that. But here is the problem. It says the EU halts U.S. trade deal as tariff turmoil creates uncertainty. I said this was going to happen even before the Supreme Court ruled to either shut down the tariffs or let them go through. Ultimately, they said President Trump's IEEPA tariffs were unconstitutional. Well, now the entire world is experiencing uncertainty, especially here in the United States. Let me just give you an example, okay? So I have a friend, and I've talked about this friend multiple times before, where he owns a shoe shop. They sell like custom leather shoes. Now, he does manufacture a lot of these shoes. They are custom size, color, shape, everything. Now, I talked to him this weekend, and one of the questions I asked him was, how is this going to impact you? And he said, I have no idea. I have no idea, because based off what he is hearing, that he is going to have to pay an additional 15% on top of what he was already paying for all the leather goods and all the other materials to make the shoes. Well, here's the problem. He hasn't received any clarification. His supplier over in, I believe in Europe, I could be wrong here, but he asked, hey, what is my overall cost? And the supplier said, well, we don't know yet. We are still waiting for clarification. We don't have that just yet. And so that's where the entire world is in a standstill. Everything is paused. Manufacturers are not buying materials. Suppliers are not buying stuff from manufacturers. Businesses here in the United States don't want to order anything because they do not know what the overall price is going to be. That's a huge concern. Now, I want to read something to you. Listen to this right here.
And the Supreme Court ruling was welcome news, but the economic pain is far from over. The Trump tariffs amounted to an average tax increase per U.S. household of $1,000 in 2025. Now, with the IEEPA tariffs being ruled illegal, The president's remaining new tariffs will result in a household burden of $700 in 2026.
Keep in mind that statement, okay, that the tariffs increase the average household, the tax increase by about $1,000 in 2025. That was last year. But President Trump's IEEPA tariffs going away, this saved us about $300 for 2026. Here's the problem. With that 10% and now 15% Section 122 tariff on top of everything else going above and beyond, that actually will cost us more money. So it was $1,000 in 2025, then it was $700 in 2026. Now some are saying it could be over $1,100 in 2026, all because of these changes. I want to keep listening to this though. Listen to this.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent late on Friday said the administration plans to raise as much revenue through new tariffs as it did with old tariffs, but most think the effort will not quite succeed. Goldman saying the effective tariff rate will fall to 9% from 10%, saying 60 to 70% of the tariff prices have already been passed through the consumer, raising core inflation by about 0.7%. But economists don't think Goldman doesn't think there's much more left to pass through.
Here's the problem. We're going to hear what he has to say in just a second. But, okay, this is a huge issue.
Yes, because I have the
Goldman Sachs doesn't believe that suppliers, manufacturers, businesses have much to pass through to the consumer. Meaning all the prices have already been passed through. Listen to this.
Sprout Smith number 3. It's just another grocery store.
With fresh organic produce everywhere, it's a bit like a wellness retreat.
Sprout Smith number 45. They don't carry the weird stuff I'm into.
Economists also don't see prices rolling back. Barclays writing over the weekend, quote, "We doubt that businesses which recently raised their prices due to tariffs will lower them back. They would likely wait for more clarity on the future tariff rates."
Keep this in mind, okay? Barclays says they don't see businesses rolling back prices. I don't think they will either, okay? They aren't going to roll back prices because they know that consumers are willing to pay those prices. We've already seen it. We've already been through that moment of uncertainty, the months of uncertainty, where many businesses were questioning, will consumers actually pay this price or not? And they put the item out there, they put the service out there with that price, and we continue to pay it. Yes, we're struggling everywhere, but we continue to pay set prices. Here's the reason why this is interesting. These businesses aren't going to bring prices back down for consumers. What they're going to do is, even though there could be, a tariff increase, maybe a decrease, whatever, they're going to keep prices stable for as long as possible and wait for more pressure, more demand for the product or the service. That's what we're going to see. I also spoke with another friend of mine. He builds custom furniture. Okay, custom furniture, little coffee tables, end tables, whatever, right? Mostly tables. And I asked him, what are some of the things that you are concerned with, especially moving forward? And he said that he doesn't know where tariffs are going to stop. And so one of the things that he's done is he's priced his custom furniture in a way that if tariffs go up a little bit, he doesn't have to worry. But at the same time, he does understand he is priced over most of his competitors, meaning that if people are looking for a deal, they're not going to buy from him. If they want quality craftsmanship, they'll buy from him. So his items sit a little bit longer.